Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to learn coding for Unity in under 1 minute. Now, step 1, use visual coding. Let me go into this. Now, I'm 30 years old, and I can code. That's pretty insane, right? But here's the facts. Coding pretty much has the same exact way every single time. It's just differently formatted in a different way. For example, Python code is formatted like this, where there's no very that JavaScript. What looks like something, I don't know. Hold on. There we go. Java looks like this. So, this is what Python looks like, this is what Java looks like. So, to make life easier, let's get started with the basics. First of all, basic Unity idea. A free object in a scene is called a game object. Game objects have different properties that allow you to pretty much do whatever you want. Giving physics is simple as typing in 2D rigid body. Giving it a glider. Giving AI is simple as typing in navmesh agent, and then you're done. But to get started, click on add and type in script machine. If you don't have this, go into Windows Package Manager. Go into Packages, click on Unity Registry, and wait for the package to be fetched. Go down until you find Visual Scripting, and make sure you have it installed. Once you're ready, click on Visual Scripting, and then click on Graph and make sure it's embedded. After that, hit Edit Graph, and this will pop up. This is pretty much your editor. This is pretty much how you do stuff. These are nodes. Nodes could be connected to each other, or nodes could be connected to other nodes, and vice versa. These type of nodes are called events. Event nodes are pretty simple. They pretty much do an action. They can't, as you can see, there's only one node. That's because only one node is able to. That's because this actually only takes output, no input. This, like it says, happens on start. This happens every frame or every time step, which is pretty much a step in time. Here's an example of what. Now type in debug. This prints out logic, and then click on. Then drag out this. This should show you a whole bunch of different nodes. For now, just click on string literal and click on it. Type in hello world. See what happens when you click play. As you can see, only one happens. Then disconnect the one with the arrow select debug log in string and move it down, and can instead of start to connect it to the other one. Then go into here and see it continuously goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. So what I did was I just started to mess around and do different projects. Just click on go around, click on some random stuff. For example, here we could look at a whole bunch of transforms, look at pretty much just moves it, just looks at some, just test out different things until you feel like you know what you're doing, and then you could go into code. But yeah, this is variables. Variables are pretty simple. You type in something, you name the variable, then you have a type. A whole bunch of different types. The basics, though, are float, integer, string, boolean, vector2, and it'll then type in list, and you will find a couple things. If you just want a list of any object or want multiple types in a list, then click on AUT list. Then you can click on here and it will tell you the type and what you want from it. But let's say you want a list of floats. Click on list of float and then you can add different floats onto your list. List of booleans. It's pretty simple. Next up is going to be types. So variables, object variables, only go by each object. So if you copy the object, the variables won't go past. If you want an object to have a variable but inside the scene, you want to use a scene variable. A scene variable continues for every object and can be used for any object. Graph variable could be used to local to the current graph. Pretty simple, right? Probably not. There's also a bunch of basic math objects that you could use. Add, subtract, all that. To get user input, type in get key. In this get and get key ups checks if the key is returned. Very simple, right? No. So this is pretty much basics of how you code. Just start screwing around. You could look up tutorials and translate the code onto here. But this is pretty much how I created my first thing. This also works for 3D too. I'm just telling you on 2D. But yeah, that is how you pretty much, or that is how I learned how to code. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you could, please like. I need views, please. Please. And yeah, I hope you enjoy today's video on how to make code or how to learn code. Bye.